Welcome back, where we explore the dynamic intersection of education and technology. I'm Tanner Alsup, and today we're diving into the topic that's critical for educators, students, and families alike: privacy and security and in educational technology. With the rise of digital tools in classrooms, data privacy and security have become a hot button issue. We've all heard about breaches and unauthorized data access in the news, but how does that impact education, and more importantly, what can schools and parents and tech developers do to ensure the safety of the information? Let's get into it. So, educational technology, or EdTech, special ed tech, has revolutionized how we teach and learn. Tools like learning management systems, apps for differentiated instruction, and even AI-powered tutors offer incredible opportunities. But here's the thing: when students use these platforms, they often provide personal data, and this can range from names and ages to sensitive information like grades, behavior, patterns, and even location. The question is, who is handling this data and how secure it is? How secure is it? Sorry. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a middle school student logs into a classroom app and to complete an assignment. Their name, email address, and progress are all stored. Now imagine if that platform is hacked, or worse, if the data is sold to a third party for marketing. This isn't just a hypothetical thing, it's actually happening current day. In 2023, a report showed that over 2,000 students in the U.S. experienced data breaches in just 1 year. This shows why we need to take this issue so seriously. Data breaches can lead to identity theft, cyberbullying, and even emotional harm. For example, if a student's behavioral or academic data gets leaked, it could lead to stigma or bullying. There's also a trust issue. Parents and students may hesitate to embrace new technologies if they don't feel their information is safe. And for educators, it can mean legal troubles or compliance penalties if privacy laws are violated. This brings us to our critical point. What regulations exist to protect student data? In the U.S., we have laws like FERPA, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, and COPPA, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. FERPA ensures that parents have access to their children's educational records and set limits to who can see them. And COPPA, on the other hand, focuses on protecting children under 13 from data collection without parental consent. But here's the catch. These laws were created before the digital age fully exploded. Many modern ed tech tools operate in the gray areas, and enforcement can be inconsistent. That's why schools need to go beyond compliance. Administrators should vet tools for security and use contracts to limit data sharing and train staff on privacy and the best practices for that. Sorry. So how can we balance innovation with security? Let's break it down. Conduct risk assessments, regularly evaluate tools for potential vulnerabilities. Number 2, educate staff. Provide training on handling data securely. Limit data collection. Only collect what's absolutely necessary. Partner with reputable vendors. Choose companies with strong privacy and track records. Read and define print. Before downloading apps, check what data they collect. And this is for parents and students, this part. Use strong passwords. Teach students to create unique passwords and avoid sharing them. Monitor usage. Regularly review the apps and platform your child's use. Lastly, let's not forget the role of developers. EdTech companies need to prioritize security in design. That means building tools with encryption, limiting data access, and being transparent about how they use this information. Collaboration between schools, families, and developers is key. Together, we can create an ecosystem where technology enhances learning without compromising safety. As we wrap up today's episode, I challenge you one thing, right? I want you to think critically about the tools that you use in education. Do you think they're safe? Really think about what information they're getting provided from your students. Whether you're an educator, parent, or developer, remember, privacy isn't optional. It's honestly essential. If you're making an app, or you're an educator or a student, would you want the other person's information put out there if it was you? Thank you for tuning in. I want to say, if you found this podcast or episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your community. As always, feel free to reach out with your thoughts or questions. I'd love to hear from you guys. I hope that you guys are staying curious, and I hope that a little bit of this just helps you understand how crucial our information is. I know when we're signing up for apps as adults, and this is more tailored towards adults, we don't really care what we're providing, but if you really think about it, how often do you just give out your information without even giving it a second thought? You're just providing it because it's easier than having to go about a hassle, and whether logging in a different way or going to a different website, it's just easier to give them your information just for that convenience factor. And a lot of that is not necessary. I would say it's part of their reason that they do it is because they know that you'd rather choose convenience. But I'm going to leave you guys with that. Have a great night. Take it easy. I'll see you guys next Friday.